Chandamama Ramayana, Part 28. Tara stopped Lakshman and spoke, "O Lakshman, do not be hasty in condemning Sugriva. He has not forgotten the task of Rama." Sugriva had already proclaimed that all Vanaras must assemble within 15 days, and those who failed to appear would face the sentence of death. Today is the final day of that term. It is true that Sugriva, having endured long hardships, is now indulged in worldly pleasures. Yet, you may find it in your heart to forgive this. Therefore, pray, cast aside your anger. Upon hearing the words of Tara, Lakshman's heart softened. Seeing this, Sugriva gained a measure of courage. He addressed Lakshman, saying, "O Lakshman, what small service can I render to Rama in return for the great favor he has bestowed upon me? If, out of my familiarity and devotion toward Rama, I have caused any delay, I seek your forgiveness. Is there anyone in this world who does not falter?" To this, Lakshman replied, "O Sugriva, your assistance to us is akin to the aid of the gods themselves. Come at once and console Rama, who is indulged in profound sorrow. It was only because I could not bear to witness his grief that I became filled with wrath. Pray, forgive me." Sugriva then turned toward Hanuman and commanded, "I have already sent messengers to summon all the Vanaras. Now, dispatch more messengers after them to ensure that the various Vanaras dwelling in the many mountains, seashores, and forests arrive with all speed. Employ the methods of persuasion and gifts to bring them hither. Any Vanara who does not arrive within 10 days shall face the sentence of death. This is my decree." Accordingly, Hanuman sent many Vanaras in all directions. Gradually, the Vanara hosts began to arrive at Kishkindha. Black monkeys, green monkeys, white monkeys, and fearsome red monkeys, monkeys of every kind arrived. They brought with them fruits found in their dwellings and fragrant flowers, offering them as gifts to Sug. Observing Sugriva's great dedication in commencing the work for their sake, Lakshman felt a sense of devotion and trust toward him and invited him to the place where Rama resided. Sugriva consented and called for his palanquin. He requested Lakshman to ascend it, and sitting beside him, they set forth toward Rama's abode. The Vanaras held a white umbrella over him, fanned him with ceremonial whisks, sounded the conchs, and beat the drums. Songs of praise were chanted all along the path. Hundreds of Vanara warriors marched behind the palanquin. The palanquin arrived at the cave on Mount Prasravana. Sugriva descended along with Lakshman, approached Rama, and stood with his hands raised in salutation. All the other Vanaras likewise stood with their hands raised in reverence. To Rama, their joined palms appeared like lotus buds in a lake. Rama approached Sugriva, and as he prostrated, Rama lifted him, embraced him, and formally requested his aid. To this, Sugriva said, "O Rama, at the call of my messengers, mighty Vanara heroes have arrived from every corner of the world in thousands, lakhs, and crores. They are capable of slaying Ravana and restoring Sita to you." Rama, gladdened by these words, said, "O Sugriva, with the help of one such as you, I shall easily slay Ravana and recover Sita." Even then, the dust continued to rise around Kishkindha, and the earth continued to tremble as the Vanaras kept arriving. Sushena, the father of Tara, arrived with 10,000 crore Vanaras. Tara, the father of Ruma and Sugriva's father-in-law, arrived with 1,000 crore Vanaras. Kesri, the father of Hanuman, arrived with 21,870 Vanaras. Gavaksha, the king of the Golangulas, arrived with 1,000 crore Vanaras. One named Dhumra brought 2,000 crore bears. In this manner, Pavna, Nila, Gavaya, Dharmukha, the sons of the Ashwini gods Manda and Dvivida, Gaza, Jambavan, Ramnavantha, Gandhamadna, Angata, and others brought endless forces. They were stationed near streams and mountains. Sugriva entrusted all these Vanara forces to Rama, telling him to utilize them as he saw fit. Rama said, "O Sugriva, first, we must ascertain two things. Whether Sita is alive is the first matter. The second is the location of Ravana's dwelling. Once these two tidings are known, we shall decide the course of action. Lakshman and I are not the ones to gather this news. That task must be accomplished through you. Then Sugriva called a Vanara leader named Vinta and said, Take 1 lakh Vanaras and proceed toward the east. Discover the place where Ravana dwells and find out the welfare of Sita. Sugriva warned that those who went to search for Sita must return within 1 month, and those who failed to do so would be sentenced to death. Thereafter, he commanded Nila, Hanuman, the mighty Jambavan, Mahotra, Sharari, Shargulma, Gaza, Gavaksha, Gavaya, Rishbha, Manda, Dvivida, Vijaya, Gandhamadna, Ulkamukha, Asanga, Angada, and other Vanara heroes to search the entire southern direction. He described all the lands in the south to them and said, Once you reach the southern shore, contemplate a way to cross the ocean. For within the sea lies Lanka, spanning 100 yojanas. That is the residence of Ravana. Search thoroughly for Sita there. There are yet more mountains in the ocean. Search for Lady Sita upon all of them. Explore every secret place that may exist. Whoever returns within the month and declares, I have seen Sita, shall enjoy riches and pleasures equal to my own. I shall cherish him more than my own life. In the same way, Sugriva sent Sushena, the father of Tara, and others toward the west with a force of 2 lakh Vanaras. He sent one named Shatavli toward the north with 1 lakh Vanara warriors. Though he sent so many Vanaras in all directions, Sugriva's entire hope rested upon Hanuman. Therefore, he said to Hanuman, You are one who can travel over land, in water, and through the air. You are a knower of the 3 worlds. You possess the same brilliance as your father, the wind god. Hence, the entire effort required to find Lady Sita must be undertaken by you. Hearing these words, Rama realized the immense faith Sugriva placed in Hanuman. A hope also rose within Rama that Hanuman alone might accomplish the task. Therefore, he took off his signet ring, bearing his name, and gave it to Hanuman to serve as a token for Lady Sita. He told Hanuman, If Sita sees this ring, she will trust you and shall remain without fear. Hanuman placed the ring upon his head in reverence, saluted Rama and departed. O Hanuman, I have placed all my hopes upon you. You must strive with all your might to ensure that Sita is found, Rama said as his final word to Hanuman. Hanuman departed with his band of Vanaras. Likewise, groups of Vanaras set out in all directions. They were given a period of 1 month to return. During this month, Rama, along with Lakshman, remained on Mount Prasravana, waiting for news of Sita. Sugriva, having fulfilled his duty, felt as though a great burden had been lifted and was content. The Vanaras sent by Sugriva to various directions searched for Sita with great diligence. They spent the days searching different places and gathered at night in some fruit orchard to sleep, searching thus for a month. As the month concluded, the Vanaras from the east, west, and north returned and reported to Sugriva that they could find no trace of Sita. The Vanara heroes who had set out toward the south travelled a great distance in their search and reached the Vindhya mountains. The Vindhya range was no ordinary mountain, it possessed many peaks and numerous caves. In its vicinity were many rivers and many impassable forests. The Vanaras searched every place with great patience. In one place, they encountered a fearsome demon. Thinking him to be Ravana, Angada struck him with a single blow, causing him to vomit blood and die. They searched nearby to see if Sita was there, but their hopes were not fulfilled. At last, they all became weary and sat under a tree. Angada said to the others, The toil we have endured for Sita has not yet borne fruit. Many days have passed. Sugriva is a man who punishes severely. Therefore, we must search with even greater effort. We must even forego sleep. Gandhamadana supported Angada's view. With a throat parched by hunger and thirst, he said, In accordance with Sugriva's command, let everyone search all the forests, mountains, caves, and crevices for Sita. Immediately, all the Vanaras arose and began to scour the Vindhya forests for Sita. Even as they searched the entire mountain, the 1 month duration came to an end. Thus ends the 28th part of Chandamama Ramayana. For now, Swasti.